All right, y'all, welcome. My name's McKenzie, going to lead us through 60-minute vinyasa practice here at the AOS showroom. There is a Spotify playlist that we already have going, so if you find it in the link below the video, go ahead and fast forward to about 25 seconds in. All right, let's start in a child's pose. Knees come wide, big toes come to touch. You can start with your hands in close and then just walk those fingertips out in front of you. Reach long on the mat. Bring your forehead down. Can you reach a little further in that left hand? And then reach further in your right hand. Press your palms down into the mat. Push the mat away as you sink your hips down towards your heels. Start to cultivate your breath, breathing in through the nose. We'll start with a big clearing exhale through the mouth. Another deep breath in, fill up through the nose. Maybe hold an extra sip of air at the top. Full breath in, fully expand. Exhale through the mouth, fog up your mat. Then moving to our Ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose. Nice and slow, filling, expansive. Seal the lips. Breathe out through the nose. Let the air running over your whisper muscles in the back of your throat. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Maybe your right hand walks all the way off the mat. Maybe it's hindering on the edge. Walk the left hand on top. Press your palms firmly down into the mat. Draw your left hip back. Deep breath in, fill up new, fresh air through your left side body. Exhale through the nose, empty out. Walk your hands back through center and walk them over to the left side of your mat. That left hand can walk off the mat if that feels good. Really leveraging the opening of your right side body. Press both palms down. Draw your right hip back. Find a deep breath in. Fill up. Exhale through the nose. Release. Hands walk back through center. Maybe your fingertips reach even further out. Your palms come off of the mat, tenting up onto the fingers. Feel the stretch under the armpits. Rock your forehead back and forth. Good. And when you're ready, pressing into your palms, rising up to a tabletop position. Connecting with the earth, with your mat, whatever space you're in here, starting to feel more awake, more alive. Your wrists are under your shoulders. Your knees are under your hips. Go ahead and find a cat-cow here, starting with our stargazing cow. Find a tilt of the tailbone, your belly drops. Heart pulls forward, gaze rises. Exhale, terrified cat. Curl the spine, tuck the chin. Tailbone tucks the opposite direction. Roll through the spine, find your stargazing cow. Press into the mat, shoulders roll down and back, heart comes forward. Exhale, terrified cat, curl the spine. Pull your belly button up through your spine. Tuck your chin. Adding on this next round, inhale for your stargazing cow. Exhale, curl the spine, terrified cat. Pressing the tops of your feet down into the mat, keeping your cat spine. Press your knees off of the mat. Good. Keeping this curvature, your terrified cat. You're engaging the core to a higher degree. 2 more breaths. Breath in. Exhale, 1 more breath. Exhale, slowly come down. We'll do that 1 more time. Inhale, stargazing cow. Gaze rises, chest comes forward. Exhale, terrified cat. Holding here in your terrified cat. Press into the tops of the feet, holding for 3 breaths this time. Pressing into the big toe side of your foot. Keeping your core extra engaged to take any strain off of your back. 1 more breath. Breathe in, hold tight. Exhale, slowly drop your knees down. Good, let's come through a neutral spine. Go ahead and shake it out. Maybe you flip those, or go ahead and shake your hips side to side. Let's stretch out our wrists. So right fingertips come back and face our right knee. And then just kind of stirring the pot here, bring some lubrication into that wrist joint, into our, I don't even know what you call this part of the arm, our reverse forearm. And just moving one direction, and then let's go ahead and move the opposite direction. Good. That part of the body that we don't spend a lot of time stretching into. Come back through center, flip the right fingertips forward. Same thing on the left side. Left fingertips face back towards our left knee. And then just finding that rotation through the wrist, stretching out our inner arm. Opposite direction, move it the opposite way. Try not to bring too much of a bend in the elbow so we can really find that stretch. Good. All right, coming back through center, let's tuck our toes, find a downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Pedal out through the hands, find a nice comfortable distance in between your hands and between your wrists, about shoulder width apart. Pedal into the feet, stretching out through the backs of the legs. One leg and then the opposite. Staying with your breath, staying with that Ujjayi breath, in through the nose, out through the nose. Once you've found that motion, go ahead and find stillness, dropping the heels towards the earth. Your chest reaches back toward your thighs by actively pressing into the mat. Breath in. Breath out. Give your head a shake, yes. Give your head a shake, no. Good, roll forward into your high plank pose. You might have to take your feet a small step back. Your chest is right over those wrists, maybe even a little bit forward. Your gaze above your hands. You're up on the ball mounds of your feet, maybe even up onto your tippy toes. Energy is reaching back out through your heels. We're firing up the entire body. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads, squeeze your hamstrings, push back through your heels, actively pushing the mat away. Slight tuck of the tailbone, lift up, breath in. Exhale as we stay. Downward facing dog. Take those hips up and back. Pedal into the feet or find stillness. And then when you're ready, walk your hands back towards your feet, a little reverse from what we're typically used to, but press into your palms just like your feet. Go ahead and walk slowly to the back of the mat. Something that we're going to find today is going to be kind of like, well, I don't even know what I want to call it, but it's going to be a yogi squat. So go ahead and rise up, face me for just 1 second. So bring your heels to touch. Good. And come up on your toes. So it's going to be like a yogi squat, but with our heels connected. So hands come to heart center. Go ahead and lower down. So this is going to be a bit of a balance challenge. Knees come out wide. Good. If you want to find spread in the legs, that's fine. Otherwise, try to keep these heels to touch. Good. Go ahead and rise back up. Good. Squeezing those inner thighs, but keeping that external rotation of the knees. Slowly lower down one more time. Good, let's just hang out here for a second. I'll flip back around. Knowing that this is the pose that we're going to come into, so take a second to recognize the spacing between your feet, the openness of your knees, and then we'll just go ahead and walk those arms right back out, find our downward facing dog. Inhale, undulate through the spine, roll forward into your high plank. Finding a few shoulder taps here. So you can bring those feet a little wider to keep from twisting through the core. Your core is nice and straight. Tap your right hand to your left shoulder. Bring it back down. Left hand to right shoulder. Good. We'll pick up the pace for 10, 9, 8. Engage the core. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. This time, tiptoe your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Hands stay planted. Find a ragdoll pose at the top. Grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. Crown of the head reaches down. You can bring as big of a bend into your knees as feels good. You can bring a super big bend so that your chest actually relaxes onto your thighs. Just finding this stretch through the backside body. Again, shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Release that bind and then rise up vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping the curvature in your upper spine. Crown of the head comes up last. Good. Let that blood pressure recalibrate. Root to rise, arms sweep up. Hands meet at the top. We'll find a crescent side stretch here. So grab your left wrist with your right hand, reach tall. Reach up and over to the right. I'm going to be mirroring y'all. Keep long, whichever, I don't know which it means, how it looks on the TV. But reach up and over to the right. Keep long through the left side body. Inhale to reach tall. Go ahead and flip the grip. So grab your right wrist with your left hand, reach tall, plant through the outside of the right foot, reach up and over to the left. Staying open across the heart. Don't crunch into any of your spine or vertebrae, just staying nice and elongated. Inhale to rise. Spread the palms. Find a baby back bend here. Gaze rises. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so we'll move through our sun salutations. And at the top of each sun salutation, we're going to be finding that Garland squat. I guess we'll call it an upright Garland squat today. So your feet are going to be the width that you adjusted, and we'll find that lowering. Your hands might need to come from heart center to position on the ground for some more stability, and then squeeze up through those inner thighs, squeeze those heels together. Good, so we'll do that at the top of each sun salutation. Root to rise, arms sweep up to the sky, high prayer. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale your right leg to the back of the mat for a low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Inhale as you roll forward to a high plank. Exhale, drop down, knees, chest, chin, all the way to the mat. Inhale for your baby cobra, elbows squeeze in by your sides, press the tops of your feet down. Exhale through bent knees or tabletop, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches high for a three-legged dog, pinky toe dialed down. Exhale, step it between your hands, low lunge. Left leg meets right, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale as you fold. Root to rise, arms sweep up to the sky. Exhale, find your Garland squat, come up on your heel or up on your toes. Drop down, nice and slow. Inhale, come right back up to the top. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, left leg long, low lunge. Gaze forward. Exhale, down dog, right foot means left. Inhale as you come forward to a high plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale for your baby cobra. Exhale, come through bent knees. Find your downward facing dog. Left leg reaches high, three-legged dog, pinky toe down. Exhale, step it between your hands. Right foot meets left, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Root to rise, arms sweep up high, come up on those toes. Exhale, sink down low. Find that balance. Inhale, rise up, arms spread. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Second round, inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Right leg reaches long on an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. If you'd like to find your chaturanga, lower halfway down, elbows squeeze in by your sides. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. Right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between your hands. Left foot meets right, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Root to rise, arms sweep up high, come up on your toes. Exhale, sink down, Garland squat. Inhale, power through the glutes and the thighs. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Left leg reaches long, low lunge. Right leg meets it, downward facing dog. Inhale through a high plank. Find that chaturanga, lower halfway down, low push-up. Inhale, up dog, spread across the heart. Exhale, down dog, hips are high. Left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale, right foot meets left, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale as you fold. Root to rise, arms sweep up high, up on the toes. Exhale, Garland squat. Inhale, rise back up, engage the legs. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Left leg reaches long, low lunge. Right leg meets it, high plank. Inhale, roll forward. Find that chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between your hands. Right leg meets left, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Root to rise, arms up high. Find that Garland squat. We're to our left, round here. Inhale to rise. Exhale, swan dive. Right leg reaches long, low lunge. Left leg meets it in a high plank. Engage the core, find your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Open heart. Exhale, lead with the core, down dog. Pause in your down dog. Find your breath, let it recalibrate. Big inhale. Exhale, sink into this pose. Inhale, come up on your toes, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or hop your way to the top of the mat. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Root to rise. Come up on your toes. Find that Garland squat. Our calves are already in overtime. Stay strong, rise up, inhale. Exhale to fold. Last side, left leg long, low lunge. Right leg meets it in a high plank. Find your way through your vinyasa. Inhale for an up dog. Exhale for a down dog. Pause in your down dog. Deep breath in. Exhale to stay. Inhale, come up on your toes, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or hop your way to the top. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Root to rise, arms sweep up high, come up on your toes. Find your Garland squat, lower down. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop your way to the back of the mat. Find your way through your vinyasa, meeting in a downward facing dog at the back of the mat. Whew, as I spill water all over me. All right, great work. Good for sequence, everyone. Reach that right leg high to the sky for a three-legged dog. To start, pinky toe dialed down towards the earth. Good. Right knee to left elbow, hold. Find a fallen triangle. Extend that right leg to the outside of the mat. Left arm reaches high. Hips reach higher. Breath in. Exhale, breath out. We're staying here. Slowly lower those hips down to the mat. Good. Finding a wide-legged forward fold. We have a mouse in our attic or something. It's a big mouse. Yeah, I know. It's like a... Okay, so take your peace sign fingers. Wrap them around your big toes. You can bring as big of a bend into your knees as feels good. Otherwise, keep them straight. Press the back of your knees into the mat. And then go ahead and bend at the elbows to bring the crown of the head forward. Staying here, staying with your breath. Finding this extension through the backside body, through behind the legs. Breath in. Slowly come up. Plant the right hand and left hand back behind you. Plant that left foot down into the ground, three-legged dog. Right leg reaches high. Awesome. Right knee to right elbow, shift forward. Inhale, take it high. Walk your hands back to your left leg. Good. Finding a standing split here, pinky toe dialed down. Finding some Kundalini squats. So right knee comes to the outside of that left foot. Good, lowering down. Inhale, rise up, standing splits. Good, sorry, stand up, poor cue. Go ahead and bend back down, Kundalini squat. Finding it one more time, right leg reaches high. Kundalini squat one more time. Finding a curtsy lunge here. So you can either tuck these right toes back, or you can push into the top of the right foot, which is going to bring more activation into the left glute. Hand sweep back behind you. Really feel that left leg engage. And then finding a single-legged Tadasana, rise up, right knee rises. Coming right into our tree pose, so bending into the right foot or right knee. Maybe bringing that foot to the inside thigh, maybe down to the calf. Hands come to heart center. When you're ready, grow your tree. Squeeze your shoulder blades down your back. Gaze slightly rises. Press strong through that standing foot. Breath in. Breath out. Hands come back to heart center. Plant that right foot right next to the left, finding our standing Garland squat prep. Lowering down, knees come out wide, hands at heart center. Walking those hands out in front of us, finding our way to a high plank. Find your way through your vinyasa. Finding an up dog. Exhale, find your down dog. Beautiful. Find your breath here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's do all that on the opposite side. Left leg reaches high for a three-legged dog. Pinky toe is dialed down. Press into your hands to lift higher. Left knee to right elbow across the body. Find your fallen triangle. Left foot reaches out wide. Right arm reaches high. Breath in. Hips reach higher. Breath out. And slowly lower those hips down to the mat. Good. Wide-legged forward fold. Again, with your peace sign fingers around your big toes. Legs can spread as much as feels comfortable. Find a nice long spine and then draw your chest down towards the ground. Breath in. Breath out to stay. Slowly rise up. Hands come and plant back behind you. Plant into the right foot. Left foot reaches up and back. Good. Left knee, left elbow, shift forward. Inhale, take it high, three-legged dog. Walk your hands back towards your right foot. Standing split at the back of the mat. Left leg high, right foot planted. Pinky toe is still dialing down, crown of the head reaching towards the mat. Finding your Kundalini Squat. Find a slight bend in that right knee. The left knee tucks on the outside of the right ankle. Inhale, reach it high. Standing split. Kundalini Squat, lower down. One more time, inhale, rise. Exhale, find your squat. Good, and then same thing on this side, we'll find our lunge. You can either tuck the toes for a little ease or plant onto the top of that foot. Find this big activation in the right glute. Hand sweep back behind you, and then power into that right leg. Left leg reaches high. Hands to heart center, let's find our tree pose. Woo. One side might be a little more wobbly than the other, that is all good. Externally rotate the left knee. Stand strong through the right hip. When you're ready, grow your branches. Steady your breath in through the nose. Grow stronger as you exhale. 2 more breaths. Hands come to heart center. With compassion to your heart center, go ahead and drop that left heel next to your right. Rise up on all 10 toes. Lower down, controlling through the legs, knees splay out wide. Plant those palms, walk out in front of you. Nice, strong, high plank. Find your vinyasa. Elbow squeeze in. Find your up dog, press through to the tops of the feet. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. All right, we're adding on active listening. Right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Knee to left elbow across the body. Find your fallen triangle. This time, if you'd like to take a little further, press into the left foot to rise the right foot off of the ground. Even if it's an inch, just go for it. Breath in, breath out. Plant that foot. We'll find our wide-legged seated forward fold once again. This time, coming to one leg, we're going to reach onto the outside of our left foot. Right arm reaches up and over to find a side body stretch through the right side. You can play around with what feels good. You can grab the inside of that left foot. You can even bring both hands down to reach around the left. Just finding a side body stretch, whichever way is comfortable and opening, not closing. Breath in. Breath out. Slowly rise up. Hands plant towards the back or the front of the mat. Press into the left foot. Right leg reaches high. Three-legged dog. Right knee, right elbow, shift forward. Inhale, take it high. Walk those hands towards the back of the mat. Good. Finding our Kundalini squats. Once again, 3 times. We'll move a little quicker. Go ahead and lower down for squat number 1. Rise up, power through the left leg and the right glute. Lower down for 2. Rise up. Lower down for 3. Rise that right foot up. Finding your curtsy lunge. Tucking the toes or pressing into the top of the foot. Arms sweep back behind you. Activate the triceps. Press into that left foot. Right knee rises. Finding our tree pose once again. Tucking the right foot on that inner left thigh. Press that left thigh back into the right foot. Hands at heart center. Grow your branches. Start to calm your breath once again. Squeeze your shoulder blades down your back. Breath in. Breath out. Hands come down into heart center when you're ready. Finding our extended hand to big toe, grabbing your big toe with your peace sign fingers. You can stay here and grab that knee if that feels good. Otherwise, grab those big toes, punch your heel to the upper right corner of your mat. Maybe your left arm lifts. Breath in. Breath out, stand strong in your left leg. Squeeze your shoulder blades together still. Utthita A, heel comes to the front of the mat. Release the heel, leg extends long. Take a step forward, finding your high crescent lunge. Deep bend in your front knee. Power through the ball mound of your back foot. Nice strong back leg. Breath in. Breath out to stay. Tuck your right hip under you. Breath in. Open up warrior 2. Find your heel to arch alignment. Front heel is bisecting your back arch. Externally rotate your right knee. Tuck your right hip under. Strong left glute. Good. Peaceful warrior takes you up and back. Good. Warrior 2 once again. Flying warrior, all 10 toes to the left side of the mat. Arms reach up high. Warrior 2 to the back of the mat. Good. Deep bend in the left knee. Peaceful warrior to the back. Take it up and back. Find the side body stretch. Warrior 2 to the back of the mat once more. Flying warrior, all 10 toes to the left side. One more time, warrior 2 to the front. Peaceful warrior. Windmill your hands down around your front foot. Step back and find your way through your vinyasa. Meet in a downward facing dog. When you're ready, if you need to take a break, grab a cup of water. You are more than welcome and invited to do so. You can always pause it if you're watching it virtually. What a treat that would be. Take your left leg high, 3-legged dog. Left knee to right elbow across the body. Find your fallen triangle, right arm reaches high. If you can, try to lift that left leg off the ground any amount. Good. You never know until you try. Go ahead and sink your hips down, finding our wide-legged forward fold. This time we are folding towards our right foot. So whether you wanted that side body stretch, any way you found it before, if both hands coming to the right foot felt best, go with that. Long spine, controlled breath. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Slowly rise up. Hands come back around. Plant into the right foot. Left leg reaches high. Left knee, left elbow, shift forward. 3-legged dog, take it up. Walk your hands towards that right foot. Crown of the head reaching down. Standing splits to start. Moving into our Kundalini squats. Bending into the right knee. Left knee hovers outside. Inhale, take it high. Exhale, Kundalini Squat. Inhale, take it high. Kundalini Squat lower. One more time, take it high. Finding your curtsy lunge, planting that left foot, engaging through the right glute, arms sweep back. Good, engage those triceps. One more breath. Rise up. Hands can rise. Then draw them down to your heart. Find your tree pose. Planting that left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Spread across the collarbones. Draw your shoulder blades together. Grow your branches. Root down to rise. Breath in. Breath out. All right, finding our extended hand to big toe pose. The option of grabbing your knee or the big toe with your peace sign fingers. Punching that heel out to the left corner of your mat. Maybe your right arm rises. Trying to draw that left shoulder back in line with your right. Breath in. Breath out. Utthita A. Draw that heel towards center. Go ahead and release the hand. And then step forward, high crescent lunge, soft landing. Nice and strong through the back leg. Sink deep in your front knee. Tuck that left hip under. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath here. Open up warrior two. Heel to arch alignment. Deep bend in the front knee. Gaze over your front middle finger. Arms reaching in opposition. Peaceful warrior, flip your front palm. Take it up and back. And then re-engage for your warrior two. Gaze over the front middle finger. Flying warrior, all 10 toes, right side of your mat. And then peaceful warrior two to the back. So right toes face the back of your mat. Outer edge of the left foot is parallel. Peaceful warrior, tick-tock back. Then take it up and back. Warrior two, once again, sink down into it. Flying warrior, all 10 toes to the right. Warrior two to the front of the mat, left toes face forward once again. Peaceful warrior, tick-tock forward, flip your front palm. Find the side body stretch with a big inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands to frame your front foot. Find your way through your vinyasa. Beautiful, meet in a down dog. Pedaling out here, let's take 2 breaths in our downward facing dog. Regain your composure. Regain your strength. Fill up with confidence. We are in it to win it in round 3. Right leg reaches high, 3-legged dog. Good, reach higher through the heel. Knee to opposite elbow across the mat. You can find your fallen triangle. If you'd like to take it further this time, grab the outside of the right foot as you kick wide. So you're grabbing the pinky toe side of that right foot. Breath in, breath out. Go ahead and release 3-legged dog right away. Right leg reaches high. Right knee, right elbow, shift forward. Tap up on the tricep. 3-legged dog, take it up and back. Walk your hands towards your left foot. Standing splits at the back of the mat. On an exhale, lower down, Kundalini Squat number 1. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. Inhale, rise number 2. Exhale, squat. Rise number 3. And then find your curtsy lunge. Arms sweep back. Breath in. Breath out. Power into the left leg, rise up. Finding your tree pose. This time, if you'd like, you can find an active tree pose. So instead of connecting the ball of the foot on that thigh, where it would be, you just let it hover in space, activating this outside glute. When you're ready, rise up. Good. And then face forward, extend your leg out in front. No hands this time. Breath in, flex through the heel. Step forward, high crescent lunge. Beautiful work, everyone. Breath in. Breath out. Hands come to heart center. Let's find a twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Good. Finding your Forearms are in one straight line, pressing into the palms, and then go ahead and try to rotate your sternum so it comes in line with your thumb knuckles. Breath in. Breath out, finding our way to warrior two. Big spiral open. Plant into the outside of the left foot. Big deep bend in the front knee. Breath in. Breath out, triangle pose, straighten through the front leg. Tick-tock forward and down. Bring the back of that right hand to the back of the right shin. Maybe your gaze is towards your top hand. Crown of the head reaching over the top of the right toes. Just in that general direction. Breath in, engage the core. Slowly power through the heels, rise all the way up. Hands come to shoulder height. All 10 toes to the left side of the mat. Clasp your hands behind your back. Punch the heels of your hands together. Find your standing wide leg forward fold with an arm bind to feel this stretch through the shoulders. Breath in. Breath out. Keeping your hands connected, powering through the feet, rise back up once again. Heels punch down, rise up through the chest, find this opening across the heart. Hands come out to shoulder height. Let's find triangle pose to the back of the mat. Left toes point to the back. Hips shift towards the front of the mat. Tick-tock those arms forward and down to 6 and 12. Good. Crown of the head reaching over the left toes this time. Hips are shifting back. Torso reaching forward. Lungs are spiraling up towards the sky. Breath in. Breath out. Power through the heels, slowly rise up. Good, we're coming back to the front of the mat, moving our way into our half moon pose. So right toes towards the front, slowly maybe bring that left hand to the left hip. Draw your left hip up, stacking it on top of the right. Punching out through your left heel. Maybe your left arm rises, breath in. Breath out, staying here. 2 more breaths. If you fall out, come right back in. We're here for you, breath in. On your last breath out, we'll find our seated spinal twist. So left knee tucks on the outside of that right ankle. Come to sit down on the mat. Left arm reaches high, right hand plants behind you. Seated spinal twist. Connect that left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Gaze comes back behind you. Spine reaching long up towards the ceiling. Breath in. Exhale to twist deeper. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. Counter twist to the opposite side of the mat. Unravel, untwist. And then finding ourselves in boat pose. Hips square to the front of the mat. Shins are parallel. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Fingertips reach next to your shins. Breath in. This time, let's squeeze those knees together, squeeze our ankles together. Find a new sensation in the way that activates our lower core. Breath in. Breath out, hands to heart center. We'll find our prayer twist here. Elbow to the outside of the shin or the quad and twist. Opposite for 8, 7, nice and slow. 6, try to squeeze those inner thighs together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lower, hover everything 2 inches off the mat. Reach your fingertips long. Breath in. Breath out. Crisscross applesauce those feet for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Massage out that back. We'll rock and roll. You can cross at the ankles, plant the hands, shoot your feet to the back of the mat. Maybe you find a vinyasa. Maybe you just meet in downward facing dog. Whatever you need to prepare for our last round of exertion here. When you're in your down dog, let's find 2 rounds of breath. Breathe in. Come back into your power on your breath out. Know that you are strong and capable and worthy. All right, left leg reaches high for a three-legged dog. Left knee to right elbow across the body. Finding your fallen triangle or catching the pinky toe side of the left foot. Kicking your heel out. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath. Three-legged dog, left leg reaches high. Left knee, left elbow, shift forward. Inhale, take it high, three-legged dog. Walk your hands back towards that right leg. Left leg reaches high, heel reaches an inch higher, flexed leg. Kundalini squat, lower down. Inhale, rise. That's one. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise for two. Exhale to lower. Inhale to rise for three. Exhale, lower. Plant into the top or flex those toes. Hands reach back behind you. Activate the right glute. When you're ready, rise up. Finding your traditional tree pose or finding an active tree. Arms rise. Good. Engage that outer left glute. Right glute is working too. Breath in. Go ahead and square the hips. Extend your right leg long. Trying to reach those toes up towards the ceiling. Take a big step forward. High crescent lunge. Deep bend in the left knee. Find some buoyancy. Find some movement. We don't always have to come so seriously into the pose. Hands to heart center. Find your twist. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Woo. If you fall out, get right back in. Powerful through the ball mound to the right foot. Find your twist. Breath in. Breath out to stay. When you're ready, open up. Warrior two. Left toes forward. Breath in. Gaze over your front middle finger. Activate your triceps. Triangle pose. Straighten through the front leg. Tick-tock forward and down. Press the back of that left hand on your left shin and use it to rotate your left lungs up towards the ceiling. Engage the core. Come into the pose. Breathe here. Press into your heels, rise up. All 10 toes, right side of the mat. Good. Hands come to the side. And then forward fold. Let's grab our hands on the outsides of our ankles if that's accessible. Toes are slightly in, heels are out. Hands can also just be down on the mat. If they're wrapped around your ankles or down the mat, press your hands into wherever you're grabbing to draw your chest down towards the earth. Crown of the head reaching straight down. Breath in. Breath out. Slowly rise up. Right toes to the back of the mat, triangle pose, arms straight out from the shoulders. Tick-tock forward and down. Micro bend in both knees. Hips reach back. Crown of the head reaches over your front toes. Right lungs reaching up towards the ceiling. Breath in. Breath out to stay. Slowly rise up, power through the heels. Good. Finding our half moon, right or left toes towards the front of the mat. Maybe your right hand comes to your right hip. Draw the right toes up and back. Stop stacking the right hip on top of the left. Maybe your right arm reaches up. Strong legs. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Can you reach longer for 1 more breath? Expanding in all directions. Seated spinal twist. Right knee on the outside of that left ankle. Bring your booty down towards the ground. Nice long spine. Right arm reaches high. Bend at the elbow. Finding your twist towards the back of your mat. Your twist follows your gaze. So try not to bring your gaze to the side of the mat. Bring it towards the back so you can find the full expression of the twist. Keep your spine long. One more full breath here. Find your counter twist to the opposite side of the mat. Good. And we're back in our boat pose, hinging on your lower back. Shins are parallel with the earth. You can bring your hands to the back of your legs to find that sweet spot, to play around. Should still feel that activation. Just hover your hands, right? Like slightly touching the back of those legs. And then when you're ready, you activate the upper body by squeezing the shoulders together, opening across the heart, toning up the entire core here. Breath in, breath out. Hover everything 2 inches off the mat. Rise your right knee into your chest as you reach up towards your right toes. Lower everything 2 inches down. Rise up, left foot. Lower down, everything hovers. Right foot. We'll go 4 more. Left foot, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Rock those legs out side to side. We're not quite done with our core yet. sorry. Let's find our bicycles twist. So left leg reaches long, hovering off the mat. Right knee tucks in, left elbow to right knee. Go ahead and switch it out. Left knee to right elbow. And switch, make that connection. Feel your core engage as you squeeze your elbow towards the knee. Switch and hold and squeeze. 2 seconds here. Slow for 4 more. For 3. For 2. For 1. Let's go 8. Quicker for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boat pose, rise up. Good work. Lower, hover off of the mat. Inhale to rise. Let's stay here for a count of 8. For 7, really squeeze everything in. For 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I mean it this time. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll. Congratulations to your body. Congratulations for you for showing up today. Find your happy baby pose. Grab your big toes or the insides or outsides of your feet with your peace sign fingers. Draw your knees down towards your armpits. Nice long spine on the mat here. Breath in. Breath out. Stay here. Maybe you extend one leg, bending the opposite knee in. Good. We'll find a few back bends here. Plant your feet right below your glutes. Hands reach down by your sides. We'll find 3 bridge poses here. So go ahead and press into your heels. Lift your hips off of the mat. Knees tracking forward. This time we'll try it without a bind, just pressing your hands down into the mat. Seeing how that feels in your body. Where the activation points are. Maybe where the points that are a little sticky are too, that's fine. Breath in. Breath out, release your hips back down towards the earth. Rock your hips out side to side, knees windshield wiper in and out. All right, 2 more bridge poses. Bring those knees back in under your hips. When you're ready, press into your heels. Hips reach high. This time, let's clasp our hands under our lower back. Tuck one shoulder under, then the opposite, and press the pinky side finger of your hands down into the mat to lift your hips higher. Pay attention to those sticking points that you identified during our last bridge pose. How does coming into it a little differently open up, activate, allow freedom that you didn't feel the first time? Breath in. Breath out, untuck your shoulders. Bring your back slowly down onto the mat and windshield wiper out side to side. Here in this class, we'll take one more bridge pose. But if you'd like to take wheel, you can add that in on your own. But we'll go ahead and find one more bridge. Bring your heels back in towards center one last time. Whatever hand variation felt best to you, lift your hips up off of the ground. Activate through the hamstrings. Good. Lifting your heart high. Breath in. Knees are tracking towards one another. Breath out. Slowly lower down when you're ready. Either rocking out those hips side to side once again. Otherwise, you can bring your feet to the outside of the mat. Your knees can squeeze in together. Finding a stiller version of this recovery to release through the lower back. Maybe one hand to your heart, the other to your belly. Let that to start to regulate your breath. If your breath feels frantic, let your hands connecting to it start to slow it down, bring that guiding force. Hug your knees into your chest. We'll find a slight rock forward. We're moving our way into our pigeon pose. So cross at the ankles. We'll find a downward facing dog to start. Hips go up and back. Press into the hands, release through the spine a little bit more in our down dog. Find that lengthening through the back side body again. Right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow, and then swing your shin across the front of your mat. Walk those left toes back. Left hip or leg is coming directly out of the left hip. Both hip points are squared forward. When you're ready, walk your hands out. Find your sleeping pigeon. Maybe your forehead comes down to your forearms, a nice little pillow to rest. And just pay attention to your inhales and exhales in this pose. When you're ready, walking your hands back or in front of your hips, tuck into the left toes, right leg reaches high. You can find a counter rotation through this right hip if you feel any stiffness at all. Find your down dog once again. Left leg reaches high for a three-legged dog. Left knee, left elbow, swing your shin across the front of the mat. Walk your right toes back, right leg coming directly out of the right hip. Long spine, open across the heart. Fold into your sleeping pigeon. Start to rise up. Hands plant in front of you, tuck into your right toes. Find that counter stretch in the left hip. Good. And then let's walk our hands one last time back towards our feet, finding our Garland squat. Once again, coming up onto the toes, bending into the knees. Maybe your hands come to heart center. Let's try to find 5 breaths here in our Garland squat, staying active through the legs, not just relying on our joints to hold us. Breath in. Breath out. 2 more breaths. Bring your right hand behind you, your left hand behind you, legs extend out in front. Down nice and slow. Right leg reaches long, left leg tucks in. Inhale your arms up, square your torso over your extended leg. Find your forward fold. Maybe hugging in your forearms around your shin. Long spine. Calm heart. Peaceful breath. Slowly rise up. Find your butterfly pose. Soles of the feet come together. Maybe realign your glutes. Bring those thumbs to the insides of your arches, and then your elbows splay out wide into those inner thighs, inner calves, crown of the head reaches forward. Heels can be as close into your groin or as far away as necessary for the stretch to feel good in your body. Slowly rise up. Left leg reaches long. Readjust as needed. Flex those left toes back towards you. Inhale your arms up. Exhale to fold. Forearms squeeze around your shin. Long spine. Slowly rise up. Both legs extend out in front of you. 2-leg forward fold, arms reach high. Forward fold over both legs. Take a moment. Give some positivity and affirmation to your body for all of the beautiful work and movement and dedication to the practice that you showed today on your mat. Slowly rise up when you're ready. Arms extend out in front of you. Roll down onto your back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Slowly and surely finding your way into your final resting pose of Shavasana. Palms are up towards the ceiling, toes splay out wide. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth and find peace. Go ahead and make your way onto your favorite side, and then in your own time to a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat. You're at home knowing that you can stay in Shavasana as long as you need. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Draw your fingertips together and draw your energy down into your heart center. One more breath in together. Clearing exhale out. The light in me sees, honors, and reflects the light in each and every one of you yogis practicing in person and virtually. Namaste, friends.